focus on some of the latest sight words. Say it if you know it right away. Good. Says. Nice job. Put. Push. Not this one. Pull. Very good. Goes. Full. Does. Bush. And bin. Nice work. Nice work. All right. All right, we're going to get started right away on today's lesson. I did want to mention my class, and I think only my class, has this page. There's going to be some pages my mom helped me in the summer. We weren't really sure what we were going to do for phonics. This is just putting them in alphabetical order. So if you'd like to do this page, they all start with a B, so you've got to go to the second letter to put them in alphabetical order. A lot of you kiddos out there don't have this page, so no worries. And I know there are some of you who don't have like these pages, and just using plain notebook paper or lined paper is fine. It's all good practice. All right, so I'd like you to pay close attention and repeat the words that I'm going to say to you. All right, I am a page ahead. Sorry, kiddos. All right, echo these words and listen for the sound that they all have in common. Tray, repeat. Good. Stay. May. Good. Tray, stay, and may. What sound do you hear in all of these words? In the final position. A. Very good. I hear the A sound. And where do we hear it? I already told you, in the final position. Let's take a look at these words and see what is representing that long A sound. And here they are. Here is the words tray, stay, and may. They all have the long A sound in the final position. And what two letters make the A sound in these words? Good, the A and the Y. Nice work. The A and the Y. The A and the Y is two letters that go together to make one sound. So it is a digraph. How do we code digraphs? Do you remember? Yes, we underline them. So I'm going to underline these A, Ys. Yesterday we learned a way to make the A sound in the medial position or in the beginning initial position. Today the A sound is represented by AY, which you will find in the final position. We hear the A in AY, so we are going to go ahead and cross out that Y and make on the A. Move it on here. And that's how you would code these words tray, stay, and may. All right, we do have letter cards and a picture card for you. Here is digraph AY. Say it with me. Digraph AY. Very good. Now I have a little riddle to see if you can figure out what represents the A sound. What picture? I have a sack that contains a new word. Never mind, forget that, because I don't have a sack that I can hand you. This is something that you will find on a farm, and this is something that horses eat. Do you have an idea? Say it out loud if you know. Hay, very good, hay. Hay, A, and you'll see how you code that A-Y. Nice work. Sorry about that. I did not know it did that. All right, well, we're going to go ahead, after we've looked at these, and take a look at your workbook page. I'm all messed up today. I think I'm missing a page in my book. So I'm just going to go over to here. All right, let's do some review words, okay? Let's take a look at number 1. Repeat after me. Milky. Repeat. Good. Milk ends in a k in the final position after a consonant, and the E sound in the final position of a two-syllable word is represented by a Y. Milky. Go ahead and write it, and then check with me. right, number 2. Number 2 is the word reach. Reach. Repeat. Good, write it. 2 digraphs in this word reach. Reach. In the medial position, usually E can be spelled with E-A. E-E is usually in the final position. All right, number 3 is round. Repeat. Good. Go ahead and write it. Round. The circle is round.
I will, thanks.
And then
Thank you. See you, Hartzlers.
Yeah.
All right. Now we're going to talk about sight words. Number 4. Number 4 is the word none. Repeat. Good, right? And then check with mine. None is N-O-N-E. All right, number 5, only. Repeat. Good. Remember, sight words follow maybe 1 or 2 phonics rules, but usually most of the word is unfair, or it does not follow the words, has unfair positions. So you memorize them by sight. Okay, go ahead and finish that word only and take a look at mine. And number 6 is the word people. People. Go ahead and write it. And then take a look at mine. I did go out of order a little wackadoodle today, so let me remind you about the new sound. The new sound is A, represented by an AY. The position is usually in the final position. Hey, A. Okay? So now we're going to write this new sound. So repeat after me. A. Good. Now let me show you how to write it. We have A consonant E, comma, also just an A. In the final position, at the end of a word, it can be A, Y, which is what we just talked about today. All right, let's try some words with our new sound, A-Y. Number 8, repeat after me. Day. Good, write it. D-A. A at the final position. Check with me. All right, number 9, play. Repeat. Good, play. O-A. Final position. My last finger when I finger spell. Check with mine. Number 10 is the word stay. Repeat. Stay. Good. Stay. And check with mine. Check with mine. Very nice job. Sorry, we went out of order there for a little bit, but we're back on track. Please go ahead and have your high frequency word box done with your teacher at home. And let's do this. Let's code these words. Now that you know how to code it, you know how to sound out that AY sound. So let's take a look at number 1. I see AY right away, and here is a little clue on how to code it. It is a digraph, 2 letters that make one sound. You don't even hear a Y, it's silent, so we cross it out. We do hear a long A sound. And the S and the T, they're a blend, they don't need coded. Let's just go ahead and sound it out. St, st, A, stay. And we just wrote that word, stay. Okay. Number 2, J-A-I-L. In the end of the word is where we start. We see if there's any suffixes we know, final stable syllables. I don't see anything like that. I do always know my vowels are coded, so let's take a look. What are the vowels in the word J-A-I-L? Good, the A and the I are both vowels. We learned about this yesterday. Vowel digraph A-I usually found in the medial position. I hear the long A sound. I do not hear the I. There's no other digraphs or combinations in there, so let's just go ahead and sound it out. J-A-L, jail, Jail. Oh yeah, a jail. Right here. If you break the law, you could go to jail. Number three, I don't see anything at the end of the word, so now I'm going to take a look at the vowels. What vowels do you see in number 3? I see O-U as well. O-U, ow, diphthong. We're going to arc the bottom there. No other vowels, so I'm going to look for digraphs or combinations. I know I do see SH digraph or any suffixes. Look for vowels that always need coded. Also look for that vowel Y in the final position. And then take a peek for any combinations and digraphs you may see. Go ahead and pause me and do 4, 5, and 6 on your own. Welcome back, kiddos. Here's your answers to 4, 5, and 6. I did not forget my K back like I usually do. Here is 4, and it is clay, that AY in the final position. Number 5 is sweet, and I know it's sweet because I see that EE in the medial position. Sometimes EE can be in the medial position, just like EA. It is crossed out on the second E and macroned on the first, and that's sweet. Number 6 has the OW, ow, in town. If the OW was in the final at the end, it would probably say O like snow. And then there's a line to the town, right? Please go ahead and make sure you have all those correct answers. You didn't forget anything. And we're going to have you go ahead and pause me again and read this short paragraph right here. Code any of those words, just like we did up here. Code down in the paragraph if you are unsure of the words so you can sound it out. All right, kiddos, go for it. All right, welcome back. Make sure you've read it and you've RUW'd. We're going to read it together. We know that moldy hay is not good for a horse. If the horse eats it, it can make the horse sick. Last week, it rained for 3 days. The hay got wet and could mold. So we will not feed it to our horse. Okay? So number 7, what got wet? I remember seeing that word wet inside of the story. I'm going to look for that. And here it is. It says got wet. I'm going to go back to the beginning. The hay got wet. So I read and I underlined. I'm going to see if that's one of my options. The horse, the hay, or the mold. The hay, right there. I'm going to fill in that bubble. So I wrote in the bubble. I'm going to cross out my W. Okay. Now this has a long line, so I'm going to use a complete sentence, and I want to use the words to restate the question. I'm going to borrow some of the words right there in the sentence. Number 8, what could happen to the hay? What could happen to the hay? Oh, I remember. It said the hay got wet. What could happen? See that word could? It could mold. Okay? So what could happen to the hay? It could mold. Okay? The words what is a question word. We don't really need the question word to restate it. Let's go ahead and use could happen to the hay. So mold could happen to the hay. The hay could mold. Either way you say it is fine. Mold could happen to the hay is a great way to use the question to restate, or you can just use your own words and say the hay could mold. But since I'm working on restating questions, I'm going to do that. Mold, and then I'm just going to copy could happen to the